friends, welcome to CEC Gurukul Live Lectures. Dear friends, this is our another session on career counseling called Pratibha Samvardhan, and every time we try to give and bring a special session for you, and special topic of ours today is careers in, yes, sports. You might be thinking how you could make your careers in sports. So friends, this could be a lucrative profession for you in the future if you feel so that yes, sports is the area where you can make a career ahead. So friends, for this discussion on the topic, we have with us in our studios Mr. Nipun Bhalla. Mr. Nipun Bhalla is a software engineer. In the beginning, he was a software engineer, but destiny has taken to somewhere else, and that area was sports. Because he himself has that intent to be in the sports, and now he is a sports management professional, and since 13 years, he is working for the sports, living for the sports, whether be it in operations or management or the infrastructure. He looks about each and every era of course, sports. So let's welcome our guest, Mr. Nipun, and let's try to understand how one could make a successful career in sports. So let's welcome Mr. Nipun Bhalla once again. Hello, Mr. Nipun. Welcome to the session.
Hi, Deepika.
So now the world is changing,
yes,
and everything seems to be different altogether.
Yes.
Be it our lifestyle, our way of thinking, or dealing with different things in life. But when we talk about our careers now, we are very open.
Yes.
Because world has become a very big stage, and now when we talk about sports, yes, we are listening from number of people, yes, they are making careers, but still some people have a dilemma. Careers in sports, how is it possible? इसमें पैसे वैसे मिलते हैं कि नहीं मिलते हैं? क्या इसमें एक long time जो हम security सोचते हैं वो है कि नहीं है? These all things appears to our mind. Those who are they are pushed from the beginning. Yes, we want to be a sports personality. क्या सिर्फ sports personality बनकर ही, sports खेलकर ही हम sports person बन सकते हैं? या फिर हमारे पास और भी बहुत सारे ऑप्शंस हैं. सो वी वुड लाइक टू नो फ्रॉम यू ऑल टुगेदर. सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल फ्रॉम यू, हाउ द वर्ल्ड इज चेंजिंग, हाउ यू लुक द वर्ल्ड थ्रू योर आईज व्हेन यू टॉक अबाउट स्पोर्ट्स.
So when we think about sports, essentially, sports is extremely important right from the very beginning of our lives. Today, when we talk about sports, we talk about sports training that it should start at the age of 3-4 years old. Also, and sports in itself has essential qualities which are very important to the development of a personality of a child. Be it discipline, be it teamwork, be it social engagement. These are very important qualities which are very inherent to sport. There's a very popular saying that sports is for society. It is a reflection of how our society is. For example, today if you compare some of the biggest countries in the world, they are known for their sports teams before they are known for something else. So in this manner, sports is extremely important, and earlier what used to happen was, as far as education was concerned and as far as career opportunities were concerned, only lucrative career opportunities would be engineering or medicine or very conventional activities. There are sports activities, there are a lot of careers in sports. It is a very big industry, not just in India but overseas, globally, and there are various opportunities that one particular person can strive towards and can build a long lasting career towards. So I think this is one of those developing things where you can actually look towards building a good career and a long-term career if you're passionate about sports. Even if you're not passionate about sports, it is still a very good career option.
So sky is the limit, and one has to find that sky for himself or herself by landing into that particular zone. So now, if you talk about sports, there might be different categories, different areas where one can move ahead. Because as I already discussed and already quoted in the beginning, कि हम सोचते हैं कि सिर्फ हम एक player ही बन सकते हैं. So what are those categories where one can make his or her career?
So I mean, becoming a player obviously is considered to be the most lucrative opportunity. Becoming an athlete at an international level is not easy though, But at the same point of time, if you have the talent, if you have the ability to do the hard work, if you have the access to good coaching, to good infrastructure, you can look for a career as an athlete. But that's not all that sports has to offer. For example, in the same manner that there are athletes, there are technical staff which train these athletes. For example, coaches. There are referees which are used to moderate matches. Outside of just technical staff, there is sports medicine also, which is a great up and coming field. There is sports management, in which you can either be an administrator or work in operations or work in marketing. Then engineering, after engineering, like myself also, there are many options where you can work in sports infrastructure, which is civil engineering. You can work in technology. There are up and coming new AI options coming up. So there are multiple opportunities that are available for sports across the board, and it is just about finding what your niche is, what your likes are, and that will really take you to where you want to be as far as sports careers are concerned.
Now, if we take each category independently, if we talk about the sportsmen or the athletes or those people who are into operations, as you have mentioned, different categories. So, if we go category wise, what are the other options? Do we have more options under each category?
Absolutely. We will just briefly talk about if you want to become an athlete. Now, there are multiple sports. Everybody knows that how much effort it takes to become an athlete, and at the same point of time, what is the reward? For example, Virat Kohli being the Indian cricket team captain, he's played for so many years. Rohit Sharma, he's also been the Indian cricket team captain. Cricket is a very lucrative sport. Everybody knows that cricket has great opportunity, but the selection process is so tedious. Similarly, football, badminton, table tennis. Today, being an athlete is considered not just a matter of pride, but as a career opportunity. If you are one of the best in the world, then there's nothing like it. Then the sky is the limit. But other than that, we have, for example, we spoke about coaches, technical stuff. Now, to become a coach, what you essentially need is either a bachelor's degree in physical education, which you can then go on to do a master's degree as well, and then go on to do a PhD. Or you can take up licensing courses. For example, in football in India, the All India Football Federation, through its state associations, offers a lot of licensing courses where you can either become a coach, become a referee, and then based on that you can move your career forward. In a similar manner, for example, you have badminton or you have tennis. Now each of these sports has their own independent body at a national level, and at a state level there is an affiliate body for that particular sport, and licensing courses are available. So whatever your sport of interest might be, for example, if you're interested in badminton, so you can work with the BWF. There are a lot of licensing courses that the BWF offers, and through those licensing courses you can train to become a coach or a referee for that matter. Now when we get into sports medicine, now sports medicine is also very varied. This particular branch, we have sports psychology, taking care of the athlete's mental well-being. We have physiotherapy, rehabilitation. This is taking care of the athlete's overall body, making sure that it is up to the mark. And then there's sports nutrition. Now, each of these fields that I've mentioned are not exactly sports specific. They are broader. For example, you can be a psychologist. Just sports psychology will require you to take additional courses. You can be a physiotherapist, but doing sports physiotherapy will again require that you do some kind of specialization. Nutrition, you want to talk about sports nutrition. It's almost the same, but again you have to weigh the needs of what the athlete requires, because they are all athletes are a high performing entity. So sports medicine also has a lot of these opportunities. We delve into then sports management. We spoke about the coaches that train, the referees that manage. We spoke about the back end staff, which takes care of the athlete's well-being. And then overall there is sports management. In sports management we have various roles, example operations, event management, we have marketing, sponsorships, we have brand management, talent management. Now when we get into each one of these things, for example when I say operations, so every stadium, for example if you take the national stadium for our country, the Jawaharlal Nehru Stadium has an operations team in the background. The operations team takes care of the entire facility. They take care of the maintenance of the facility, onboarding new events, uh, renting out their facilities for other sports events. Then we have event management, for example. Event management, all of your sports events. If we talk about the biggest sports event that happens in India, the Indian Premier League. The Indian Premier League is operated by an independent event management agency, which has multiple tiers. For example, you have facility management, you take care of logistics, जो टीम आ रही है उसका क्या कहते हैं, होटल से आना जाना, उनका रहना, बोर्डिंग, लॉजिंग, taking care of that. Then there are मैच scheduling, आपके मैच स्केड्यूल कैसे हो रहे हैं, उसके बैकग्राउंड के अंदर जो वीडियो स्टाफ है वो कैसे मैनेज कर रहा है. All of these things come under event management. It is a very broad topic. We will just speak in brief today, but event management in sports essentially is a very good field, and it also gets you to travel a lot. But it's a very hands-on job. मतलब आपके hours का कोई time ही नहीं रहेगा, but it's an experience of a lifetime, and it really is very rewarding. Then we talk about sponsorships. I'm going to stay on the example for IPL only, because it is सबसे ज़्यादा common connect हम IPL के example से ही कर सकते हैं. तो फॉर एग्जाम्पल आप देखते हैं कि IPL आज की डेट में टाटा IPL बोला जाता है. इसका मतलब टाटा जो है वो IPL का मेन स्पॉन्सर है. तो इस स्पॉन्सरशिप की मैनेजमेंट के पीछे कि अगर टाटा का IPL है तो कितनी उनको ब्रांड विजिबिलिटी मिल रही है, कितने उनके एड्स चल रहे हैं जब क्या कहते हैं जब एयर हो रहा है IPL टेलीविज़न पे. तो ऑल ऑफ दिस कम्स अंडर मार्केटिंग एंड स्पॉन्सरशिप्स. टाटा इज़ वन एग्जाम्पल. यू हैव मल्टीपल स्पॉन्सर्स. हर स्पॉन्सर के अलग अलग डिलीवरेबल्स होते हैं. कुछ लोगों को मैक्सिमम विजिबिलिटी मिलती है, कुछ लोगों को थोड़ी कम विजिबिलिटी मिलती है. अगेन डिपेंडिंग अपॉन किस लेवल पे उन्होंने स्पॉन्सर किया है इवेंट को. देन वी टॉक अबाउट ब्रांड मैनेजमेंट. अब ब्रांड अगर देखें IPL के अंदर हर एक टीम एक ब्रांड है. जैसे चेन्नई सुपर किंग्स है. चेन्नई सुपर किंग्स एक ब्रांड है, उसके लिए एक मैनेजमेंट टीम रहती है. वो ब्रांड मैनेजमेंट टीम की रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी होती है कि चेन्नई सुपर किंग्स को IPL के अंदर कितनी विजिबिलिटी मिलती है, कितना ज़्यादा उनका रिप्रेजेंटेशन होता है, और कितना उसकी एबिलिटी होती है कि मैक्सिमम अपने आप को मैक्सिमम विजिबिलिटी मिले. ये ब्रांड मैनेजमेंट आ गया. एंड अब इसी के एक और एग्जांपल को लेके चलें तो ब्रांड मैनेजमेंट के अंदर चेन्नई सुपर किंग्स के अंदर the most popular player is MS Dhoni. MS Dhoni comes under talent management. कि MS Dhoni को मैनेज करने के लिए जो टीम है वो टैलेंट मैनेजमेंट के अंदर आती है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल जब MS Dhoni एडवर्टिजमेंट्स करते हैं किसी भी पर्टिकुलर ब्रांड के लिए, तो कितना उनको टाइम मिलना चाहिए, हाउ मच विल ही चार्ज, क्या क्या अरेंजमेंट्स होने चाहिए उसके पीछे, कितने ब्रांड की डील्स वो करेंगे पूरे साल के अंदर. All of these things, these come under talent management. अब talent management के लिए is of two types. One is directly managing the talent's day-to-day schedule. One is directly managing the talent's brand engagements, and one is directly managing how the talent interacts with his team. What are his contractual details? This is an agent's role. तो एक स्पोर्ट्स एजेंट होता है जो मैनेज करता है दीज पर्टिकुलर एक्टिविटीज़. मोस्ट ऑफ द टैलेंटेड प्लेयर्स लाइक धोनी, लाइक विराट, लाइक रोहित, दे आर मैनेज्ड बाय इंडिपेंडेंट टैलेंट मैनेजमेंट एजेंसीज. सो All of these agencies that I'm talking about, they have their own specialized people who take care of these particular roles on a day-to-day basis. This, in a very broad sense, is are some major parts of sports management that we talk about.
So this is a kind of a very, very big umbrella, and
It
under
is-
this umbrella,
It is a very big umbrella. Matlab it is like any business. But the difference with any business, for example, अगर हम लोग माइनिंग के साथ कंपेयर करें, माइनिंग के अंदर कोई सेलिब्रिटी नहीं है, कोई वीडियोस नहीं बन रहे, कोई इंटरेक्शन नहीं हो रहा. दिस इज लाइव एंटरटेनमेंट. एंड व्हेन वी टॉक अबाउट एंटरटेनमेंट, इट इज़ अ वेरी वेरी बिग अम्ब्रेला जिसके अंदर बहुत लोग लगते हैं, बहुत टैलेंट लगता है, एंड अपॉर्चुनिटीज़ आर एंडलेस.
many times when we watch cricket and sometimes when we hear cricket on radio also, we have commentators there, and those
Absolutely.
commentators must be having lots and lots of knowledge about that particular sports,
Absolutely.
because those people who are sports lover, they tend to learn so that they could deliver the best out
Absolutely. So, for example, I'll give you the best example for in sports. The biggest sports journalist in this country is Harsha Bhogle for cricket, right? So, the amount of knowledge Harsha Bhogle has about every particular player over so many years. So that is one area of sports journalism,
Very true.
which is also taken care of.
Very true.
So every particular field of career that you can think of always has some sort of offshoot of sports attached to it.
Very true. Though our country called India, who is a cricket lover country, still we
Yeah.
have seen with the passage of time, people are into different, sports areas. Not
Absolutely.
only into the cricket, but they are making their way. Lots of athletes are going for the Olympics, and they are earning
Absolutely.
medals for the country, and that is
Absolutely, yeah.
the proud moment for each for us whenever we, have that medal in our hands. Now, as you yourself are a sports personality,
Yeah.
and the sports person, they have this, a germ of sports inside them.
Yes, true.
So they think, they live, they eat, they do everything
Yeah.
with their sports only.
Yeah.
Now, when we talk about all those people, because most of the viewers of ours are from the undergraduate level or from the rural India, urban India, some students, some youth, they are playing gully cricket or
हाँ
something
जी,
other
बिल्कुल,
sports
हाँ.
also. अब जैसे कि मैंने कहा कि एक कीड़ा होता है कि
हाँ.
आपको स्पोर्ट्स की तरफ रुझान है. You might be a good student, you are a good academic student or
हाँ.
not, but वो स्पोर्ट्स जो है आपको कहीं ना कहीं उस तरफ ले जाता है.
बिल्कुल.
So how important it is for the school students to know their sports at a very young age, that learning will help them out to opt for any of the options as explained by you?
Oh, absolutely. अगर आप देखें कि स्पोर्ट्स की जो चाहना है, अगर आपके पास है, तो getting into a sports field becomes very natural. अगर आप किसी भी लेवल पे स्पोर्ट्स खेले हुए हैं, अपने स्कूल लेवल पे स्पोर्ट्स खेले हुए हैं, एंड यू थिंक कि मतलब यू आर टैलेंटेड, और इवन इफ नॉट यू आर टैलेंटेड, आपको स्पोर्ट बहुत अच्छा लगता है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, हर्षा भोगले माइट नॉट हैव बिकम अ क्रिकेटर, लेकिन उनको स्पोर्ट की चाहना थी, इसलिए उन्होंने इतनी रिसर्च करी कि आज की डेट में वो क्रिकेट के सबसे रिनाउंड जर्नलिस्ट माने जाते हैं. तो अगर आपको किसी भी चीज़ में स्पोर्ट्स की अगर चाहना है, तो देयर आर ऑलवेज ऑप्शंस. फॉर एग्जांपल, अगर मैं टेक्निकल की बात करूँ, अगर आप कोच बनना चाहते हैं, तो एट अ वेरी यंग एज कोई कोच बनने का नहीं सोचता, सब लोग एथलीट बनने का सोचते हैं. तो एट अ वेरी यंग एज आप क्या कर सकते हैं कि ग्राउंड में आफ्टर कोचिंग आवर्स आप अपने कोचेस को असिस्ट करें, वॉलंटियर करें. एक एग्जांपल देता हूँ कि जो इंडिया के बेस्ट फुटबॉल प्लेयर्स हैं, वो किसी ना किसी टाइम पे अपने एरियाज़ के अंदर स्कूल टाइम के बाद मैचेस के अंदर बॉल बॉय बनते थे, कि बॉल बाहर गई, बॉल को रिट्रीव करो. तो ये एक चाहना है जहाँ से तकरीबन सारे एथलीट्स ग्राउंड से ही निकले हैं, उन्होंने बचपन से ही स्पोर्ट खेला है और वहाँ से ही आगे बढ़े हैं. लेकिन सिर्फ एथलीट्स नहीं है जो आगे बढ़े हैं, जो कोचेस भी हैं वो भी किसी टाइम पे प्लेयर रह चुके हैं, जो स्पोर्ट्स मैनेजमेंट है के प्रोफेशनल्स हैं वो भी किसी टाइम पे कोई ना कोई स्पोर्ट खेले हैं. तो अगर स्पोर्ट का होना इज़ वेरी डिज़ायरेबल, अगर आप खेले हैं या फिर आपको एक्सपोजर मिला है किसी स्पोर्ट का, बहुत डिज़ायरेबल है कि आप एक स्पोर्ट्स का बैकग्राउंड अगर आपके साथ हो तो.
There were times when we were in dilemma where to learn, where to go, where to,
Yeah.
I mean, where are those people who will teach us? But now the scenario has been completely
Absolutely.
changed in the present world. We could see number of academies, number of colleges. So the students who might be watching us right now, यही सोच रहे होंगे काश हमें कोई जल्दी से बता दे कि हम कहाँ सीख सकते हैं. Are those academies easily accessible, or what is the procedure? How is it possible?
Okay, so मतलब like we mentioned, like we discussed, there are so many opportunities. हर इस opportunity के लिए अगर आप एक education based career develop करना चाहते हैं तो there are multiple colleges that offer different courses. We will एक लेवल पे स्टार्ट करते हैं कि अगर आप कोच या एक रेफरी या किसी टेक्निकल जॉब के अंदर आप स्पोर्ट के अंदर काम करना चाहते हैं तो ऑलमोस्ट ऑल गवर्नमेंट यूनिवर्सिटीज़ इन इंडिया offer a bachelor's of physical education. A bachelor's of physical education is a course जिसको करने के बाद आप स्कूल के अंदर एज अ स्पोर्ट्स टीचर एक जॉब के लिए एलिजिबल हो जाते हैं. यही बैचलर्स ऑफ फिजिकल एजुकेशन जो हमने बात करी वो अगर आप उसमें मास्टर्स करते हैं या उसमें पीएचडी करते हैं तो उस लेवल से आपका पे स्केल इंक्रीमेंटल लेवल पे जाते रहता है. बट एट अ वेरी बेसिक लेवल अगर आप स्पोर्ट्स में इन्वॉल्व हैं और अगर आप टेक्निकल फील्ड में जाना चाहते हैं एक बैचलर्स ऑफ फिजिकल एजुकेशन विल गिव यू अ गुड सॉलिड बैकग्राउंड जिसके थ्रू आप अपनी कोचिंग जॉब के लिए अप्लाई कर सकते हैं. अगर आप बैचलर्स नहीं भी करते हैं फिजिकल एजुकेशन के अंदर देर आर अ लॉट ऑफ लाइसेंसिंग कोर्स जो अलग अलग फेडरेशन और एसोसिएशंस कराती हैं. जैसे मैंने आपको बोला कि AIFF कराती है कोर्सेज थ्रू द स्टेट बॉडीज़. बहुत सारे लाइसेंसिंग कोर्सेज हैं जिससे आप कोचिंग के बेसिक कोर्सेज आप कर सकते हैं. हर एक कोच के लेवल होते हैं. फॉर एग्जांपल ऑल इंडिया फुटबॉल फेडरेशन के अंदर फुटबॉल के जो लाइसेंसिंग कोर्सेज हैं दे स्टार्ट फ्रॉम AIFF E एंड देन E के बाद D से C B A एंड देन यू गो टू प्रो. Now this entire journey is a big 10-year journey. लेकिन start करने के लिए to do an E-license course is sufficient enough for you to have a license saying that I have learned from the federation and मैं एक coaching job के लिए apply कर सकता हूँ. तो similarly referees के लिए भी licensing courses federations and associations ही कराता है.
So now it is clear from your point that playing a sport is not only sports is a varied field. It's a bigger canvas, and you just need to fill the color you like.
Absolutely.
The color you like.
Absolutely.
So Mr. Nipun, thank you so much for giving us this wonderful session, and we are looking forward for more because we know there is a huge store, and this store is definitely going to give us the deep insight. So dear friends, keep watching us, and yes, we would be giving you more and more information, as well as we would be enlightening you how you could make your careers in sports in varied areas. Thank you for watching.